Hi, my name is Julia Moulton, and I'm excited to explore the profound role that dreams play in the grieving process for grief and loss counseling class. Grief is a complex, multifaceted experience that touches every aspect of our being, whether it be emotional, physical, or psychological. One often overlooked yet significant facet of grieving is how our subconscious processes loss through dreams. Dreams can serve as a unique and insightful window into our deepest emotions, providing a safe space for the bereaved to confront, process, and ultimately integrate their loss into their ongoing lives. Throughout this discussion, I will draw on the insight and frameworks provided by Warden in the text. Warden's model of the task of mourning offers a structured approach to understanding how individuals navigate their grief by examining how dreams reflect these tasks. We can gain a richer understanding of the grieving process and enhance our approaches to grief counseling. So, I'm first going to identify and then I'll describe how dreams could reflect the task of mourning. Dreams play an essential role in processing loss by providing a window into the subconscious, as mentioned before, and it helps individuals work through their grief. They often reflect the task of mourning as outlined by Warden in the text. Warden's task of mourning include 1. Accepting the reality of loss, 2. Processing the pain of grief, 3. Adjusting to a world without the deceased, and then 4. Finding an enduring connection with the deceased while embarking on a new life. So now I'm just going to go into some details about like what these things mean. So, accepting the reality of the loss. Dreams can help the bereaved with the fact of the loss. For example, a dream where the deceased says goodbye can symbolize acceptance. Another one is if the deceased appears and then like mysteriously fades away. This is a type of dream that can help the dreamer come to the acceptance of the loss. Processing the pain of grief. Dreams often provide a safe space for intense emotions associated with grief. They may depict the bereaved expressing their feelings of sorrow, anger, or guilt, helping them process these emotions more deeply than they might be able to do so in their waking life, which I think is super important because life, real life does keep going. So it may be hard to process these feelings while you're still going to work, going to school, and just doing your daily activities. Adjusting to a world without the deceased. Dreams can help the bereaved envision a life without their loved one. In their dream, they might be trying to complete tasks alone or managing situations that the deceased would have otherwise handled. Also, finding an enduring connection with the deceased while embarking on a new life. Dreams often allow a continued connection with the deceased, providing comfort and a sense of ongoing relationship. These dreams can also inspire the bereaved to integrate memories of the deceased into their life in a healthy way, aiding in the process of moving forward. Again, these are very important, particularly adjusting to a world without the deceased, because again, life continues to go and we have to figure out a way to move forward without our deceased. We have to figure out a way to function so we can keep living a healthy life and also a happy one, even without our deceased loved one. So, what new perspective did I gain from the discussion of how dreams relate to mourning? The discussion on how dreams relate to mourning offer a new perspective on the subconscious processing of grief, which I don't think is talked about enough. It shows that dreams can be a natural part of the healing process, providing insight in emotional experiences that might be difficult to access during waking hours, as mentioned before, because again, we're still dealing with life, our jobs. We have friends, we have family, we might have people that we take care of that we still have to, deal with. So it might be hard to come to terms with your loss. This understanding highlights the importance of paying attention to dreams and using them as a tool in grief counseling. I think sometimes we take our dreams for granted, and we don't think much of them. We may find them silly, unreal, but I think that they are important and I think they should be discussed. And I feel like we should be using them as tools to help not only in our grieving process, but with anything else that we may be going through. So, with the case study in chapter 10, with the client, the first thing I would do is have an exploration of the dreams. I would encourage the client to keep a dream journal documenting her dreams. And it's important that she does it as soon as she wakes up so that way it's still fresh on her mind. We've all had that case where we've had like a crazy dream and wanted to tell somebody about it, but we've like completely forgot or don't have all of the information or remember everything. Understanding the dreams in our sessions, we would explore the content of the dreams and discuss how they may relate to her waking experience and emotions. For example, if the dreams of their spouse being alive, we would discuss what kind of feelings those bring up for her. Emotional processing, I would guide the client in using their dreams to process their emotions. If a dream invokes a certain feeling of anger or sadness, we would delve into those emotions and discuss how they relate to their current grief. This can help them process these feelings in a safe and structured environment. It also helps because when we're awake, we may say or feel one thing, but then when we go to sleep, it may be completely different. We may be on the recovery of sadness, but when we go to sleep and we're having these dreams, we're just angry and we're waking up angry, not knowing why. Adjusting and reconnecting. Dreams where the client interacts with their spouse can be used to explore how they can maintain a connection while also adjusting to life without them. We might discuss ways that they can honor their spouse in memory and find meaning in their ongoing life while moving forward. We'll also have techniques such as dream rescripting that can be useful if the client has distressing dreams that seem to keep resurfacing. We might work together to confront those fears or unresolved issues in a therapeutic context. By doing this, we can gain deeper insight into the subconscious, and it also just allows a safe and a structured environment to do so. Overall, I think that utilizing our dreams can help with the journey of mourning and towards healing. I think sometimes we may take our dreams for granted and not think much of them, when in reality, we can use them to our benefit. It's a way for us to have that connection with our lost loved one in a way that is unique to each individual's experience. It also is very private. So I think it can help a person get through those emotions without necessarily having to display them in front of anyone else or talk about them. It's something only they have, and it can be used as a special connection with their loved one as well. So, in conclusion, the exploration of dreams in the grieving process reveals a significant role in helping individuals navigate their loss.